Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wakar HaKodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, it is sincere Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And I want to get into a topic about being humble in this truth. Because we can't afford to be carnal minded with this world. Because being carnal means that you're pretty much no better than the rest of these people. Being carnal means really is like you can't think straight. You're so angry you can't think straight. Instead of finding a better solution out of something that could be avoided to protect you, to keep you in the spiritual mind that hey, I could be carnal if I needed to self-defend myself, which ain't really being carnal because you're thinking wisely about what you need to do. But at the same time, if you don't, if you feel that there's another way to go about a situation, then take a different direction. Because it's more than just fighting to where you end up that person gonna have a knife or a gun, and you don't have nothing to defend yourself but your bare fist. Of course, the Lord can always protect you, but at the same time, you need to be spiritually concerned. So, I'm gonna start with this scripture right here, where it says, Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, but it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. So it even says right there, for to be carnally minded is death, which means if you're carnally minded, you can lead to you can die that way. Here you are supposed to be in the truth. You're supposed to be following the ways of Yahweh Shah. If you're not, if there was no other way in a solution in a situation, and you had to defend yourself, then defend yourself out of spiritualness. But if you going back and forth, you ready to fight, he's ready to fight, or some other shit kicks off, you gotta be spiritual about it. If you're not being spiritual about it, you're gonna die in that fight. And just because you may win the fight doesn't mean somebody else might not roll up and shoot you up or something. Who knows? You know niggas ain't good for shit these days. They can't even handle their own battles. So what more to be spiritual minded than to just say, fuck it, I ain't gonna deal with you. You're nothing but a nigga. And that's what a lot of these niggas are. Just niggas. What can you do for them? You know they're gonna die. What's the point of fighting? What's the point of dealing with because unless you're out there to teach, and the nigga just don't want to get it to say fuck it. But if he's trying to fight you, he's all in your face, and he's just following you. Hey, defend yourself. Or if it comes to another brother going against another brother, hey, you still gotta keep that stick. You still gotta keep that thing spiritual. Because if it ends up carnal, it's not gonna end well. So I'm gonna keep reading. So it says, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh. So if we're being carnal about everything, how are we pleasing Yahweh Shah? That means that means you're really going off. You're not supposed to be going off. I mean, we're gonna go off regardless, despite things we may do. And hey, some brother weakness may be to being too carnal, but that's what. If you're still working on that in a spiritual way, the Lord could be working with you and just keeping you a low yield. So I got another scripture right here, which is 1 Peter 5:6. It says, "Humble yourself before the Lord under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that He may exalt you in due time." So if you humble yourself, even in the carnal state, to keep you from that carnal state, the Lord can exalt you to where you won't have to go through that problem no more, or you may go through it every now and then, but he can exalt you to be protected if you're doing it out of righteousness. Like I said, if you defending yourself and still keeping it spiritual, that hey, the Lord can be exalting you right there. That even to say that hey, you've been keeping it spiritual. This guy is not trying to let off of you. I'm going to protect you. Or the Lord can have it to where he can just back off, or he can have it to where you can one punch his ass, be done and just walk away like nothing happened. So I mean, it's different ways the Lord can make you go about things, so long as you stay spiritual. If you still, like I said, if you're being carnal, he can have you go about many other ways that can be very painful for you. And that's what a lot of people don't show that concern of anything. Especially being in this truth, you have to remain humble. If you're not being humble, what are you doing this for? Anybody can get into a fight. If you're not being humble about anything, and it's not more so this whole topic ain't about being in fights or anything, or just being carnal. I mean, this is to help avoid being carnal. This is to make the insight that you at all times you must be humble, because it's what because that's all we got to be humble for. Who we gonna be humble for? Esau? Yes, we gotta follow his the things he does, but that's only because we gotta obey to what he says to a degree to keep the lifestyle of our captivity for now until he comes back, until the Lord comes back. But we still gotta do what we gotta do for Yahweh Shemel Shah. We gotta remain humble to him. It even says here, James 4:6, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So that's what we're ultimately looking up for. We're looking up for Yahweh Shah, Salaki. But we're not being humble for these other people. The hell with them. If they want to start some shit, I ain't gonna really deal with them. Unless it's to debate the truth, then sure. But at the same time, I gotta be humble unto the Lord at all times. I can't be worried about what everybody else wants to be cool with or some other shit. I ain't worried about the flashy things to have. What's the point of all that? All that's just gonna be wiped away. What good is the world to me if it's not given to me by Yahweh Shemel Shah? Actually, I'm gonna give another example. 1 Peter 5:5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. And I think a lot of our brothers, even my age, will get that mixed up. Because you got some brothers in the other camps of GMS or just following the doctrine that are just plain rebellious. And I'm talking about my generation and even lower, being 30, 26, or 17 or lower. If you got that whole part of humbleness is also taking order. The discipline is also order. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. That's not only including the apostles of GMS, but your elders in your camp. Because if you have a camp head, or someone that's actually been in the world longer than you, it is equating his life with the truth in a righteous matter. You gotta submit yourselves unto that, because the elder of your camp is showing you the wisdom that he went through. It's showing the things that that you're not supposed to be doing this. You gotta submit yourself. That's the whole point of taking order. How would you feel if you got to an older age If you see some stuff that you did bad and you don't want to, you want to prevent it from another brother doing it, how would you feel if that younger brother just started talking shit on you? So that's one of those other, that's one of the other things that a lot of these some of our brothers don't understand. Because wisdom comes with this truth. That's why you don't see a brother my age or younger or 26 or 30 that's an apostle. You won't see that. Why? Because even going to these other camps, you don't see that. Why? Because brothers my age haven't received that type of wisdom. We've received some form of wisdom, but not on as level as an elderly brother would. Why? Because they see more. They see more double the stuff that we have. So that's the whole. That's one of the pieces of being humble. Not to have your pride stoked up upon yourself, but giving that pride unto Yahweh Shai by following these scriptures. Why? Because it says likewise in 1 Peter 5:5, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For Yahweh resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble. So why was that scripture put there? Because there's younger brothers in these other camps that be going against their elderly leaders, or it's just someone elderly in general. If it's to help you, to benefit you, to protect you, what's the harm in it? What's the harm in actually accepting some form of advice that can be helped to protect you, so you don't get nailed or hit on the head with some bullshit that you did that you be feeling bad about, and someone didn't warn you. It's like, for example, if a brother is equating the scripture to today's life, like how the apostles was, let's say, for example, the past scripture going into destruction or leading up to Babylon, it's because we know the scriptures don't say America. So you had to equate what it means with the wisdom and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua giving you to understand that, hey, Babylon. This, and it said daughter of Babylon. This is definitely the daughter of Babylon, where we have all sorts of wickedness that the Bible has definitely proclaimed it to be. So, it's one of those things that, hey, it's many different scenarios, which is why you gotta be humble unto the elders, especially of your camp, if they equate it righteously with life, because that's the whole point of even living that long. So like that's the whole point of even living that long. How you gonna live that long and not understand more than the younger generation does? It would make no sense. What would be the point of it then? That means you'd have wasted your life not knowing anything. It's like it. It's you had to, if you're gonna claim you're following Yahweh Shah, you had to follow these scriptures like he said you to do. To be humble. If you have some form of pride, if it's towards Yahweh Shah, that's fine. But towards this world, what good does that do you? That's why we gotta follow. We try to do our best of our abilities to follow Yahweh Shah the best we can. Because we're not perfect. We're not perfect, even though we try to be. So that's pretty much my take on that. So with that, Shalom, and death to this wicked society.